Welcome to the Black Gay History Channel. Please share this video and subscribe to this channel for more captivating content. After reading a few articles the other day about LGBTQ rights efforts in the motherland, I wondered to myself what would be considered the most progressive country and city for the LGBTQ rights in Africa, and Google swiftly answered my question. Cape Town, South Africa, is considered to be the most vibrant and safe community for LGBTQ people on the African continent, and I wanted to do a little research as to why. I'm not surprised South Africa is by far the most progressive African country for LGBTQ rights on the continent because of the government's embrace of gay and LGBTQ rights since their social revolution, led by their first president Nelson Mandela in 1993. That year, the African National Congress, a progressive political party in South Africa, embraced a Bill of Rights that also embraced gay marriage, long before many other African countries would. It seemed that the South African leaders who had fought the racist apartheid regime in South Africa for decades could clearly see the negative effects persecuting minorities like gay people would have on their society. The national hero and then president Nelson Mandela publicly embraced gay rights in the media and openly celebrated the work of gay rights activists in South Africa and internationally. In 2002, the courts allowed South African parents to adopt children as spouses, and throughout the years there have been bills and referendums that have also made hate speech against protected groups, including LGBTQ people, illegal. Though there is still a relatively pervasive undercurrent of cultural and religious intolerance for LGBTQ people, by far South Africa has the most progressive legal protections for LGBTQ people, and the most supportive cities for gay communities, not just Cape Town, but also Johannesburg, South Africa's largest city. South Africa is one of the most financially abundant continents in Africa, which undoubtedly has helped create an environment that allows for gay-friendly businesses to flourish in Cape Town, which attracts gay tourists from around the world. Because of South Africa's German and Dutch colonial and apartheid past, many of the hotspots in Cape Town for gay communities have German and Dutch names. De Waterkant is the name of the gayborhood, or the LGBTQ district in Cape Town, and many gay locals from South Africa call Cape Town Mother City because of its groundbreaking supportive environment for gay people on the African continent. Mother City's Queer Project is also the name of an annual costume party held in Cape Town that celebrates the legalization of gay marriage in the country's constitution in 1994. Out in Africa is an annual gay and lesbian film festival which has been celebrating gay films in Africa since 1994 and is still considered one of the most renowned LGBTQ film festivals in the world. Like many other major metropolitan cities, Cape Town hosts an annual gay pride throughout the city streets that attracts thousands of attendees each year. Cape Town has been hosting annual prides since 1993, and though there has been interruptions to the schedule in particular years, citizens of Cape Town can expect an organized parade and a week long of numerous hosted events towards the end of February every year. There are numerous gay-friendly hotels in Cape Town, particularly a hotel that caters specifically to gay men right outside the city called the Original Gay Guest House in Somerset West. Stargazers is one of the premier gay bars in Cape Town, leading the scene with karaoke nights and entertainment from some of South Africa's most popular drag queens. 021 Social Club is a more modern venue that caters to the Black, African, and LGBTQ experience, with its own host of dance nights and epic drag performances. The Pink Panthers is a gay club haven for the gays who love upbeat dance and pop music. Beefcakes is a drag diner with muscular male performers who sling dinners and drinks while entertaining a crowd. Alexander Bar and Lounge is one of the more laid-back, loungy gay bars where one can kick back and just have a few drinks and chat. While you lounge, you can also explore their interesting array of vintage knickknacks like old rotary phones and other assorted old-timey decorations. Though there are numerous Googleable LGBTQ-friendly hotels for tourists and gay bars for nightlife and socializing, there are also nonprofit organizations on the ground doing the good work for social and political progression in Cape Town as well. The Triangle Project is a nonprofit organization that focuses on supporting LGBTQ people in processing and combating discrimination and violence through offering resources like community trainings, a support hotline for community members, community outreach, support groups for survivors of violence, and other needed resources. The Pride Shelter is a nonprofit community organization designed to address the needs of homeless South Africans, particularly LGBTQ South Africans who struggle with housing. As we know, because of conservatism and religious discrimination, many young people, particularly LGBTQ people, are vulnerable for housing disparities even within their own families and of origins. So knowing an organization like Pride Shelter Trust is doing their best to provide safe housing for gay South Africans is heartwarming. As someone who's never been, I'm sure I'm only scratching the surface of Cape Town's illustrious LGBTQ community. At times I think it's so easy for us to focus on the work that needs to be done for LGBTQ equality in Africa and Black communities. We may at times forget to celebrate the wins we've made for progress on the continent. Now, I'm certain Cape Town isn't perfect, because really what gayborhood really is. Even in gay-friendly cities like Los Angeles, Toronto, Tel Aviv, or London, we know that many Black LGBTQ people still endure discrimination, violence, and housing instability. But to not be aware of the signs of progress made in South Africa could make one feel like we haven't made progress or that we have no options. In many Black majority countries in Africa, the Caribbean, and South America, LGBTQ rights and visibility can at times be almost non-existent, and it's important for Black gay men to know what our global options are for seeking refuge and community, especially if where we are is not currently a supportive environment. While many Black gay men in unsupportive countries throughout Africa and the Caribbean may see North America and Europe as the best options for a safer relocation, I sometimes wonder if maybe South Africa is forgotten on the list of places Black and LGBTQ people can move to find a better life. I hope to one day visit Cape Town and Johannesburg and their popping gay neighborhood to see these venues for myself. I'd love to hear from South Africans or visitors about their time in this particularly progressive part of the city.